Hi everyone. I have just finished this book. Literally, I just put in my 1-star review, 1-star rating into Goodreads, and then I sat down and I was like, let me talk about this. This is gonna be I'm gonna go start to finish. I'm gonna go start to finish through this book because I legitimately don't know how I'm gonna put this on my Bookstagram because I don't know how to cut down how much I want to say about this. So I think instead of like putting it on there, I'm just gonna record it here and you guys can hear and listen to it, and then I'll have it forever because personally I love listening to myself talk about stuff like this. Okay, so we'll start. A lot of this you guys have already know. The first part will be a repeat because we talked about it in that book club meeting that we had. So we'll start. It's a little slow in the beginning. It's whatever. The first tab I have marked. It's when Belle meets Evelyn. Evelyn for the first time. I thought they were so cute. Evelyn is kind to him. Sebastian Belle / Aiden, he's confused. He's lost, and she's like genuinely like kind to him. And remember this, people, because that kindness is that's her only like appealing trait. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know anything else about her except that she's kind to the strange, confused, cowardly man at first contact. Like, that's it. So, like, that's why we want to save her. Like, Aiden as Belle and we as the reader, we want to save her because she is a kind person. Remember that. Evelyn is kind. Okay, and then the next tab is my first theory. Going back and looking at this, I literally feel like I'm having a mental breakdown. This is theory 1. One of the other rivals was on Daniel Coolidge's body day 1. That's why he turned away the search, stole the watch. Stole the watch, clue parentheses, and then the watch was found later where Anna was supposed to be. As we all know, Daniel Coolidge, actually, wait, I'm reading this. I was right. I'm losing it. On page 95, I was right. Daniel. You guys don't understand what this book has put me through. I was right. Daniel Coolidge was another rival. I don't know if like I meant to put down host or if I really was like, oh no, he's a rival. I think I meant rival though. And then like later this chapter, this chapter is where Daniel reveals, this is chapter 14 by the way, Daniel reveals that he's the 8th host, that really he's like another form of Aiden, which now we know lies about. I can't believe I was right. This is also the only blue tab, my theory tabs. This is the last theory I had about this book that I wanted to write down. So great. Let's see, and then we go on. Yeah, so Daniel reveals it. Oh, look, a sticky note. On page 111, I rated it 2 stars. This book feels like it was written by a man. No one else is important except for Aiden. Anna is only important because she can help Aiden. As soon as he thought she was dead, he was ready to abandon her. Aiden is also dumb. He literally does not use his brain, but he's in a murder mystery, question mark. The rules are also confusing to me. In fact, a lot of the things don't make sense, and not in the mystery sense, in the I am missing out on a joke I should know. I don't know, I just don't. Hey, past Alyssa, from future Alyssa, this does not change. In fact, it goes even worse down the drain. We don't become any less confused. Aiden doesn't become any less awful of a man. This book is written by a man. Okay, so then, oh look, I highlighted something. It's about Michael. We'll get to him later. Oh, here's a green tab. Green tabs are just like comments I made. Let's see, what did I highlight? Oh, this is so much fun. Actually, somehow in here I missed. Wait, let me go back, let me find it, because I know exactly the order these things happen in, because they should be important, but they're not. Wow, where did I put this? Oh, here it is. This is where Aiden is violently fatphobic. 84. We've addressed this. We can move on. I just wanted to put that in perspective, that first he's fatphobic, and then he's not racist. That too. Not canonically, but in my head, he's also racist. He's a rapist. For context, he's chasing a woman that the body he's in had previously tried to sexual assault the night before, and this is the morning after, and he's chasing her through the woods. Fun. Even so, I'm faster and stronger. Even when I don't wish to frighten the girl, I cannot lose sight of her for fear of what will happen to Evelyn. Help me! Madeline screams back, panicked and sobbing. There's a little green tab where I write my comment. It says, only in a book written by a man would a man chase after a terrified woman who he seemingly insulted the night before. Like, get a fucking clue, dude. You're a rapist chasing his victim. True. You guys can't... Okay, I'll put all these underlined parts. Not the highlight. The highlights is where Evelyn pulls a gun on him, rightfully so. But all the underlined parts, those are the parts where he is creepy and a predator. And Aiden, the man, does not realize whose body he's in. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. Madeline's sobbing, her entire body shaking violently. God help me, but Derby enjoys this. He's aroused by the fear. He's done this before. But Evelyn's threatening him, stay away from this girl, stay away from all of them. But if I see you near another woman, if I even hear about it, I swear I'll put a bullet in you. She's not messing around, rightfully so. And then we go forward a little bit. He's in Derby's body, by the way. Derby's the rapist. Derby, comes out he's, like, pissed, too. He's pissed that Evelyn pulled a gun on him and, like, stopped him from getting his answers. Sir, priorities. Oh, and then this whole page, the red, is Derby is with his aged mother, Millicent. Hey, Millicent, she's she's not okay. I take it back. I'm gonna say she's okay. She's not okay. Millicent is an enabler. So basically, Millicent and Derby are, like, walking, and Derby, Aiden and Derby, same guy. They look into the ballroom window where the woman he chased was Madeline, who is Evelyn's maid. So Madeline and Lucy Harper, who I can't even get into who she is. She's another maid. So Madeline and Lucy are, like, chatting it up through this window, and, like, they're laughing, they're having a good time, like, girl talk, woohoo! And, like, Derby's looking at them, and he goes, that these two mistreated women have found each other brings me a small measure of comfort. Sir, you're the reason they're mistreated. You quite literally are the predator. And then more underlined parts. His mother, Millicent, sees him looking at these two women and takes it in the way that he wants to assault them, and not that it's, like, Aiden being like, oh my god, women have friends. So Millicent goes, I told you last time I wouldn't clean up another one of your indiscretions. She's watching me watching the maids. Loathing and love swirl within her eyes. The shape of Derby's secrets visible in the fog. And this part, what I'd only vaguely understood before now stands in stark relief. Derby's a rapist, more than once over. They're all there, held in Millicent's gaze, every woman he's attacked, every life he's destroyed. That's when he realizes what Derby is. That's the point where he goes, oh my god, Derby's a fucking monster. Not when he met with the head cook, and the head cook was like, he was asking after Madeline, the maid, for answers for this whole murder mystery, and the head cook is like, oh, is that what you were doing last night, asking her questions? Is that why she came back crying with her blouse torn? That right there. Any normal person reading that would go, oh, you automatically understood what the situation is. You know what I mean? It's not until 20 let me actually go back. Let me find, I don't want to. I've looked at this section so much because I was going to put it in my Bookstagram review, and I couldn't figure out how to word this in a way. Here it is. From 156 to 174. So yeah, almost 20 pages. It takes him 20 pages, and in between those 20 pages, he chases his previous victim down through the woods where someone pulls a gun on him, to realize that he is a rapist. Like, it should not have taken him that long. He should have just, I don't know, something about, like, I can't articulate why, but it's like, this is written by a man. Like, only a man would not realize, like, his power, or like his, like, I don't even know how to word it, but you know what I mean? Like, the fact that he does not even realize, or that the author does not think that it would be that clear. Because I can't imagine reading this section or experiencing this section as a person and not, like, realizing what it means. Like, I don't know how to put that into words, but I hope you understand what I mean. That there's just something there where it's like, I don't know. I really don't. This is the part where I really was like, I don't like this book. Like, I can't stand this book. Yeah, and again, I can't explain why. But we'll move on. Oh, and then I think the author does try to, like, redeem Aiden, I guess, because Aiden. This is what I mean when Aiden's a moron. He's just clueless. He's just, like, he's unempathetic. He's clueless. He's oblivious to everything around him. If it's not, like, literally right in his face. But he, at one point, grabs a gun, and he's gonna, like, kill himself, basically, in Derby's body. And he's like, well, I don't care. I'm gonna wake up and blah, blah, blah. And, so I wrote, on some level, I do appreciate how morally uptight Aiden is. If I'm being kind towards him, it shows how good of a person he is. But, like, being the real me, being a hater, sorry, I saw a tweet, being a hater, Aiden's a moral white knight. He's ignoring his own inaction and taking up the role of judge, jury, and executioner to fill his main character driven, like, delusions. He's got main character syndrome. He's so focused on everything but the task given to him. Who cares if Derby never pays for his crimes, shitty as they may be, if Anna and Evelyn can be saved? Like, he's so focused on, like, this man must pay for his past crimes. And it's like, sir, you have a murder to solve. There are people dying. Like, you're being chased yourself by a murderer. Like, I understand. He's like, Derby's an awful man and he needs to pay. I agree. But priorities. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally just gonna... I don't know, man. It's not good. It's just not good. So we waste some time with that. He doesn't even end up happening. The Footman, he's being chased by this man called the Footman. He thinks he's a rival at first. He's not. He's honestly a waste of time. He just shows up. There's no, like, he's not scary. He's not suspenseful. He just shows up when you least expect him. Aiden never does anything to fight back against him. As soon as the Footman shows up and his knife glints, Aiden's dead. He doesn't ever fight back. He doesn't try to save himself. It doesn't matter. You could do some decent Evelyn movements here, because at some point Aiden does start trying to warn her, like, you're going to die tonight, like, someone's trying to kill you. It doesn't really change or affect anything, but you see Evelyn's reaction to it, and it is kind of heartwarming, because she generally doesn't want to die, which shouldn't be heartwarming, but we have to deal with what we have in this book. He gets a warning from a man, from himself, from the future. And it says, don't get out of the carriage. One guesses what he does when the time comes. I'll let you think about that. It's a pretty hard answer. I just know personally, if someone from the future who was crazy and bleeding came up to me and said, don't get in the carriage, I personally would not maybe get out of the carriage. But what do I know? This is the part where I rewrote the book. You can see it. Okay, so here's the twist. Spoilers, major spoilers. How to give you background so you can understand this. Okay, so Ravencourt, the man that Aiden fat shames, his butler Cunningham. It's revealed that he is, Peter Hardcastle, who is Evelyn's father, illegitimate child. So Cunningham is Evelyn's half brother, but he's illegitimate, like, he's a bastard. This whole time we think he is his father's bastard. He is Evelyn's father's son. Got it correct. It's revealed this is being played as, like, the family's being blackmailed because of this. This is like a sense of shame. This is something that Evelyn's mother, Helena, like, arranged to publicly shame her husband for this infidelity. It's very much like it's painted to make Helena look like some monstrous bitch. You know what I mean? Like, this is a game she's been playing with this child's life. It's revealed here, Cunningham is not Peter Hardcastle's son. He is Evelyn's son. He's not proof of Peter's infidelity. He's proof of Helena's infidelity. Which is a huge, in the context of the story, is a huge twist. Because, like I said, this secret has been used to paint characters in certain lights. God, it's just, I'm not even gonna go over the edits because it only matters if you really read the book, but it mattered to me because it wasn't good. There wasn't any tension in the scene. Like, it's a huge twist and there should be tension. The purple is where I praised the book, where I was genuinely surprised. That's it. This one. There's one purple tab in the whole book. And then Peter makes some gross comment about how he still had sex with his wife because he had to have needs. Next page is the green comment. What did I say? Oh, he was saying how proud he is to have Belle's compassion. How he envies him for his compassion. Remember when he threw a hissy fit because Belle was a drug dealer? Aiden is a hypocrite. There's nothing consistent about this man or his character. Oh, Anna almost shoots him. Rightfully so. Anna should actually blow his head off. Let's see. This is all more mystery shit. He's an old man. Daniel Coolidge. Here's the part. Daniel Coolidge. Daniel Coolidge is the man who's been playing, I don't know how to describe it. He's the one who's like first really kind to Belle. Like when Belle's like confused and he first enters the house, he's really kind to him. And he basically like tries to help him and he's like, it's okay. Like, it's okay, like, we'll try, you know, like, I believe you that you think someone you saw got murdered. Like, we'll help you find the body, like, we'll arrange the hunt this afternoon, like, stuff like that. Like, he's painted as, like, a very compassionate, like, he's really, like, the first ally Aiden has in this house. And then it's revealed later by Daniel. Daniel goes, hey, you're gonna be me in, like, 8 days. Like, I'm your final host. So, we trust Daniel as much as we can trust. As much as you trust Aiden, you trust Daniel throughout this book. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, this house is, like, making him darker, and it's, like, changing him and, like, traumatizing him. But you still go, at the end of the day, that's Aiden. Like, that's someone we can believe and trust and rely on. Even though Daniel Coolidge is, like... Because Aiden makes a deal with Anna and is, like, we'll both get out of here. I know the rules only say one, but we'll both get out of here. You know, she's like, I won't betray you. Daniel Coolidge is basically, like, old chap, I know what we said 5 days ago. Cut the bitch off. Like, we're gonna betray her. So oh my god. The issue with this book is there's too many characters. Like, that's why people say it's confusing, because you really have to understand who these people are. Or just, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't keep track of who they are, this book's not gonna make sense to you. Which I know, like, as I'm saying this and as I'm saying all these names, I know you guys don't, like, know who these people are. I'm trying my best here. But, so, Aiden is in this old man Dance's body right now, and Dance is talking to this professional blackmailer. He's dirt on everyone. Again, he's doing things to try to solve this mystery. Daniel Coolidge comes out of the forest, just shoots the blackmailer. Cold blood. Like, no warning, no nothing, no seeming reason. He's just like, hey. And there's, like, a whole group of men around them, too. Like, other people. Michael Hardcastle, Evelyn's brother, is there, too. And he's just like, hey, you guys wanted to stop being blackmailed. No more blackmailer. Problem solved. And Daniel has his own reasons for doing this. The blackmailer has, like, a codex with a bunch of secrets in it, and that's what he really wants. But, you know, it's brushed aside because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Guess what? None of it matters. It's all a lie. None of it matters. It's all filler. From page 1 to page whatever, none of it matters. Yeah, so Daniel has, like, no reaction. Let's see what he says. He's the only one who's calm, the only one who isn't acting like an entirely different person. None of this means anything to him. His hand's not even shaking. My hand. What has Blackheath made me? And it's, like I said earlier in, like, my voice memos, it's a genuinely, like, interesting moment. Because to see Aiden go from someone like Belle, who is defined by, like, his compassion, like, it's Belle's kindness and, like, care for others that, like, cements Aiden in wanting to save Evelyn. Like, Evelyn's kindness to Belle is the only reason he's going to these lengths to try to save her. Not only solve her murder, but stop her from dying. Like, it's very much the driving force of this story. and that comes from Belle and Evelyn's kindness in the beginning. Like, that's the cement that's holding this all together. It'd be a shame if something was revealed that changed it all, wouldn't it? So it is genuinely, like, interesting, and, like, to see someone like Belle go into what we think is going to be, like, Belle's the beginning, Coolidge would be the end. It's interesting to see that. How, like, someone from Belle, who's defined by his compassion, goes into someone like Coolidge, who has blank face, zero emotions, no regret, no remorse whatsoever, from quite literally blowing a man's chest open with a shotgun. And like I said, 2 chapters later, it's revealed Daniel's not a host. He is a rival. He's a completely different man. He's basically like Anna. He is in the same body every day, unlike Aiden, who, like, changes. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Aiden looks at this man and goes, "What has Blackheath made me?" It hasn't made you anything. He's not you. He's not a reflection of what Blackheath is doing to Aiden. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm really losing it. Like, and he goes, like, just this part, like, "For my part, the shock is fading. The horror of Daniel's actions finally sinking in. Half an hour ago, I was praising him for showing a modicum of kindness to Michael. Now I'm covered in another man's blood, realizing how deeply I've underestimated his desperation. My desperation. This is my future I'm seeing, and it makes me sick. But it's not. It's not his future. Like, all these, like, good lines, all these good parts, this, like, introspection, it doesn't matter because it's not him." What's this? What did I highlight here? Oh. Aiden and Anna have a really sweet moment where she's like his knight, his protector, because everyone's trying to tell him that Anna will betray him. They're trying to tear them apart. Spoiler alert, they don't get torn apart. The reason why they're trying to tear them apart is dumb. It's stupid. I'll tell you that. It's dumb. Like every other plot point in this book. It's dumb. I marked that with a pink. Oh. And then Aiden wakes up in a cop's body, and they find the footman, like, trying to, like, get into, like, his door. And Aiden goes, he has, like, the advantage, like, he could sneak attack him. Instead, he yells, "Looking for me, you bastard!" and tackles him and gets his ass beat because he announced his presence. I love Aiden. Yeah, this is more, like, this is when the pieces do start coming together towards the end of the book, like, because we're literally at the end. Yeah, he's, like, stuck in this cop's body. He does use the cop's time to, like, a good advantage. He finds out a lot of things he needs to know, and he does almost solve the mystery. He really does. Here it is. This line right here. You guys can't read it, but it's this yellow line. I'll read it for you. All right, here we go. Ready? So Aiden, as the cop, meets with Evelyn, and she's like, "What do you want, pig?" And Aiden goes, "As with Ravencourt, I'm struck by the disdain with which Evelyn armors herself. Of all Blackheath's tricks, being exposed to every unpleasant side of a person you once considered a friend is surely the cruelest. The thought brings me pause. Evelyn was kind to Belle, and the memory of that kindness has driven me ever since." Thank you. That's what I've been saying. Thank you. If Evelyn had not been kind to Belle, and he says this in here, Aiden would not give a shit about her. Aiden would simply be like, let's solve the murder, let's find out who kills this bitch, and get out of here. He would not care about saving her. Because if Evelyn had treated him like shit as Ravencourt, or as Rashton, or as Derby, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have been like, why do I care if she lives or dies? She's only a tool for me to get out of this manor, basically. That kindness she shows Belle is quite literally the only thing keeping her alive. Keeping Evelyn alive. We go forward a little bit more. We're doing more mystery shit. I'm not even going to explain all the clues and stuff because a lot of them end up don't even really matter. Oh. This is where he gets out of the carriage. Remember when he was warned not to get out of the carriage? And I was like, what kind of idiot would get out of the carriage? He gets out the carriage. Guess what happens to him in this body? He dies. Shocker. Oh, that part's not really important. I thought there was gonna be a good moment, and then like there wasn't. Oh, this is the part I sent you, where Daniel Coolidge is like, time out, and like an idiot, Aiden's like, yeah, okay, I'll just be waiting here with my rock. Take your time, catch your breath. Daniel Coolidge drowns him in the lake 2 minutes later. Why would you wait? He's so stupid. Got my rock. We're still going. It's more mystery shit. I literally didn't highlight anything at the end, except when we get to the reveal that literally ruins the whole book. So before we get here, let me just explain to what we think is going on at this point. So I'll do this super quick because we're now at 26 minutes, and I know this is forever, but guys, there's so much in this.